Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through this get ready with me situation. I am filming a get ready with me, answering questions, 21st of June, makeup inspo video. This is the final result, obviously. It has been requested and I'm so sorry it's taken me over a month to film. Let's go glow up. Well, we're going to glow down first, but I mean then we're going to glow up. You feel me? Wow, not so glamorous anymore, are we? Okay, so before I get started answering any questions and assumptions and anything like that, I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I'm not the same woman when I don't have my eyebrows. As you probably know, I use the Pez soap, but I just take a little spoolie thing and literally run it through my eyebrows to start with. Just making sure I get enough product in there. Next thing I do is I literally take the spoolie end again and I will just run over and flatten the top of my brow to give them a little bit more shape so that they're not spiky like the whole way along. So that is how I'm going to leave my brows for now. I actually fill them in after I've gone around them with concealer, just because I think it makes them look more natural. I know what shape I'm going for and I use less product, so I mean it's a win-win. I'm using the Infallible concealer. This one is in the shade 322 Ivory. So I'm pretty much just going to be taking this and underlining my brows, and then we will get started with these questions and assumptions. I feel like my subscribers have probably doubled since last time I did a answering questions video, so thank you so much for that. I'm honestly loving the little platform that I have on YouTube. I'm so grateful for literally all, I think it's 549 subscribers I have today, so thank you so much for all of them. Hopefully we will be at 1,000 in no time, because honestly that is such a massive milestone in my opinion. Like, it may seem like nothing to other people, but hitting that 1,000, I think, I don't know, I feel like I've heard it's the hardest thing to do, and growth after that does get a little bit easier. I don't know if you can see, but I feel like this gives my eyebrows so much more shape, just filling in the bottom bit, because I don't know, it gives them like a starting line, doesn't it? If that even makes any sense whatsoever. My first question is, I'm going to pop them up here as well. What do you study at uni and do you enjoy it? Juicy one. Whilst I answer, I'm just going to be going over the top of my eyebrows with my Infallible foundation. This one is in the shade 125 Natural Rose or Rose, I don't really know because I can't really see it. I study biomed, so biomedical sciences, and do I enjoy it? No, to be honest, I don't. I have thought so many times about dropping out this year, and I don't think people speak about it enough. The fact that even if you're at uni and you're enjoying uni and you're enjoying uni life and all that kind of stuff, you're not necessarily enjoying your course. I hate my course, if I'm honest. Just the way it's been taught this year, I think has been obviously really difficult, and I understand from the uni's point of view it's not the easiest, but the fact that school students have been back in since March, and we've only just been able to go back into uni as of like the 17th of March, but obviously we had our exams starting then, so you know, no one's got any reason to go into uni at all because all the exams are online, and oh, it's just shambolic really. As you can imagine, biomed is quite a practical subject, and the fact that we've done most of our practicals online this year is, I think it's quite shocking, to be honest, knowing that other courses and other unis are having their students in and we're not, is just, it blows my mind a bit. And certain courses that don't need to be on campus are on campus, yet other practical courses such as mine aren't. It just doesn't really make any sense, and I know logistically it's hard to sort out, but I don't know, I think paying like £9,250, like they should be making a bit more of an effort. I don't know, am I enjoying uni? I enjoy uni life, I love living with my friends and I enjoy the independence of it, but am I enjoying my degree itself? Not really. Am I gonna drop out? I don't know, probably not, but I don't know. Do I need a degree for my job? Questionable. Thing is, I really don't know what I want to do. I've said so many times, I keep changing my mind. Sometimes it's venture capital, so working in like finance for pharmaceutical companies. Other times it's I want to go into fashion. It's just, oh, who knows. And then obviously my ultimate goal is to get into real estate, but that's gonna have to wait till I have some funds, isn't it? As you can see, whilst I've been talking absolute rubbish to you, I have just put some foundation on my face. It is quite a full coverage foundation, I won't lie. That being said, you can blend it out to be a lot more natural. An assumption you want to drop out of uni and do YouTube full time. That would be an absolute dream, let's be honest. Who doing YouTube wouldn't love to do that? Getting a degree has always been a massive goal of mine anyway, so I'd do everything I could to continue and make sure I got my degree before before doing YouTube full time. Not that that's even likely, because I've only got 2 years left of uni, but you know, a girl can dream. Okay, let's do something a little bit not uni related, because I'm sure that's quite boring for everyone. Any holiday plans for this year? Yes. I feel so lucky because me and Jamie booked, he booked for us to go to Paris for my birthday as like a little bit of a surprise, and obviously that couldn't happen because my birthday's in December, then it got moved to March, then it got cancelled, then we booked Greece, and then we cancelled Greece, and finally it's looking like we're going to be able to go on holiday, which it blows my mind. It's just so exciting to finally get out of this country and into the warm. Although that being said, it's boiling here at the moment, which is delightful. I don't know, I love travelling so much, I love going on holidays so much. I was really lucky last year in that I managed to go skiing, and I also managed to go to Portugal. Obviously Greece being amber at the moment, it's probably looking like we'll need either 4 or 5 tests depending on whether we test release early, but it is rumoured that Greece is going to move onto the green list, which would mean we only have to do 3 tests and not quarantine. So I've got everything crossed for that, because quarantining obviously wouldn't be that fun. I know people have kind of mixed opinions about people going on holiday at the moment, but personally, loads of countries rely on tourism. Greece being one of them. I think they're literally gagging to get tourists at the moment. So, honey, I'm doing them a favour. Secondly, the borders are open. I'm not doing anything illegal. There's testing in place, there's quarantines in place to make sure everything is safe. You know, we will be travelling in the safest way possible, and we will be cautious. We're not going to be going to any huge parties or events while we're away. It's literally just, I don't know, just a cute couple holiday. Personally, I don't see a problem with it. I don't have a problem with anyone going on holiday at the moment. Obviously, if you're going to a red list country, then, you know, you're only meant to travel if you need to. But I think people are respecting it at the moment, and as long as people keep to their quarantine periods, etc., then there shouldn't be an issue. To get back into the UK, you have to have your tests booked. So, you know, it's very, very tightly controlled. And if you don't, then you get a massive fine, and you have to book them, and you have to make sure you go. So it's pretty much foolproof, but I understand why people still have their reservations, if that makes sense. I've just put my concealer on, as you can see. And in the meantime, let's get another question. You are a party animal. I mean, you could say that. Obviously, there's not been that many parties. Well, there's starting to be some parties now, obviously, because you're allowed to see your friends inside a bit more. But I'm so excited to be able to go to a rave again. I have so many booked with loads of my friends. I have some booked in London, I have some booked in Southampton. Oh, it's just going to be so much fun to be able to groove again with all my friends, etc. I do appreciate my own space, which is why I would still consider myself fairly introverted, but I do love to party and socialise and meet new people and that kind of stuff. Okay, we're looking a little bit better now. And then taking the Infallible concealer again, but this time it's in the shade, please, 328 Biscuit. This I'm just going to be using to cover up any redness that's coming through my foundation, which isn't that much today. Okay, what is my dream job / do I want to do social media full time? Now, I don't see myself doing Instagram full time. I used to really enjoy it, and I don't so much anymore. Hence why I'm concentrating myself more on YouTube, because I absolutely love YouTube and I love the growth, I love the people, I love filming. If I could do YouTube full time, my life would literally be complete. What an absolute dream. Aside from that, I have a few different dream jobs. I'd love to be like involved with a big fashion house, or designing or styling, that kind of stuff. just not sure what path I want to go down at the moment, but it's fine. I'm 20 years old, I have plenty of time to decide. Do I want to do social media full time? Yes and no. I would love to do YouTube full time. I don't think I would enjoy the pressures of Instagram full time. And I don't have as much of a passion for it as I do for YouTube. And I think if you do want to do social media full time, to avoid getting stressed or overly caught up in it or anything like that, I feel like you do need to have a real passion for it. I hope that explains something. Okay, I'm quickly gonna set under my eyes and like around my T-zone and stuff. Stop it, I've just dropped my palette on the floor. That's my favourite palette. So we pieced it together. Stunning, that's what it's looking like. Very sad about that. I seem to do this with all my expensive makeup. I've done it with my Becca highlight as well. But this is her. No, not what it's meant to look like. Love that for me. But yeah, I'm going to be setting my face. I just used the Rimmel Stay Matte. I literally have used it for years. Super cheap and I love it, if I'm honest. Bish bash bosh. Next question is, what is the worst brand I have worked with? Honestly, I don't know if I have one. I've worked with a fair few brands, but I wouldn't say I've worked with anyone who I've not loved. There's been a few collaborations I've had where the items have come and they've not been as good as I've hoped for. I've either sent them back or I have kind of asked for a replacement just because I don't want to be selling you clothes that aren't great, you know? Unless I would wear it myself, I literally wouldn't post in it. Even if it's not my style, I'll still happily post in something, but unless the quality is good enough that I would wear it myself, I'm not going to be posting it. I've been so lucky to work with some very, very lovely brands. I've worked with Lounge, I've worked with Sorel. They are literally my favourite brand I've ever worked with. I'll literally forever say that. Yeah, I've been quite lucky and I wouldn't say I have a worst at the moment. I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes palette that I just dropped, and I'm going to be using that on my eyes. I know I'm doing my makeup in the weirdest order, but it's kind of just the order that it's flowing in, so I'm not going to disturb the flow. I'm going to go with the flow, you feel me? I feel like I'm chatting so much shit today. I mean, it's okay. The next question was, who are my favourite YouTubers? I have got so many, so let's start this eye look first. I'm going to go in with the Happy Glow section and just use that in my crease. I'm literally not going to do anything too complicated on the eyes today because I'm feeling a neutral look. Oh, who's my favourite? Out of the bigger YouTubers, like bigger, my favourite is probably Flossie. What an iconic queen that girl is. I love her personality. I think she's absolutely stunning. She's proper like had a glow up recently. Well, she keeps glowing up. I don't know how she does it, but she keeps glowing up. She seems really, really genuine. I love how she comes across on her channel. And I bloody love her style as well. Those chunky rings she's wearing at the moment. Oh, love them. Absolutely bloody love them. I know they're not to everyone's taste, but oh my god, she looks absolutely unreal in them. Obviously I love Olivia Neal. I love Madison Sarah, Rachel Leary. I know Madison got into a little bit of a pickle recently, or like at the start of the year, but we all make mistakes. Out of my smaller like YouTube friends, there are a few that I absolutely adore. So one of my favourites at the moment is Vicky Zek. I've definitely butchered her name. I'm sorry, babe. Absolutely obsessed with her. I think her vibe is unreal, and the fact that she only has like, I think she's got under 400 subscribers blows my mind. So I'll link her down below because she is unreal. I also love Bobby Carr and Katie LG. Oh my god, she's gonna fucking kill me because I don't know how to say her name. Come for me in the comments. Also, there's an alarm going off outside, which is really like fun and fresh, really what we wanted. So I'm going to take the same brush because we don't clean our brushes here. I'm going to take this Seduce section and darken up my crease a little bit on my outer corner, and obviously blending that out. Now, I don't know if this is a question or just a talking point. But me and my friends were talking about it the other day and speaking about where we want to live when we're older. Now, shock horror, mine is now Manchester. I know my boyfriend just moved there, but I so wanted to dislike it. Obviously, I helped him move up, maybe because it's quite far from my family or quite far from me, but I don't know, I just wanted to dislike it, but I absolutely bloody loved it. So as soon as I finish uni, obviously depending on my situation with him and stuff like that, I do want to buy my own place up there. So yeah, I think I'd want to live in Manchester for a little bit, not my whole life, whilst I'm young especially. Like once I start a family, I definitely do not want to be in a city if I start a family. What am I talking about? I'm 20 years old. Yeah, I'd say that's my current feelings about where I want to live. I do want a huge villa in Spain still. I've said this before on my channel. I love the south of Spain. So I mean, maybe I'll move there when I have a family. Who knows if I have a family. I'm so lost in life, can you tell? People think you're posh because of your accent. When I meet new people or when I'm around my family or anything like that, I would say like I go a little bit posh. I don't mean to, but it just does just happen. Obviously because I was brought up in France, I only really spoke to my parents in English up until I moved back to England, and they're both really well spoken. So I guess that's just how I learnt to speak. I wouldn't say I'm posh, no, I'd say I'm well spoken and well mannered. Just going in with a gold colour from the Happy Glow section. This is probably my go-to eye makeup. Bronzy, goldeny, shimmery kind of thing. And then again, just blending it out, me love. But do people think I'm posh? Sometimes. I'm telling you now, I'm not. Favourite tracksuit ever? Before I answer this, I'm gonna start contouring. I'm just gonna use my Hoola bronzer. I know people hate it, but I love it. Okay, yeah, favourite tracksuit. I'm not gonna lie, I got sent one by Vivici the other day. It's like a sage greeny coloured tracksuit and I bloody love it. I have not stopped wearing it at all. I don't know if it's even been on YouTube yet, but I'll insert a picture. Absolutely love it. It's so comfy, it's so fluffy. Got quite a lot of questions on it as well. A woman in Burberry asked where it's from. I was like, from Vivici, my hand. But aside from that, I swear by the PLT casual joggers. I don't have a full jogger set from PLT, but their casual joggers are literally unbeatable. I just love the thick waistbands and the drawstring and the fact that they're quite baggy but still kind of cute. But then also I love my Essentials hoodie a lot, as I should. Yeah, it's probably that Vivici set. It is just a vibe and a half. I'm loving the greens as well, so I've just been scratching my shoulder and it's come up in a rash. Someone asked about my daily routine. I just don't have one. I honestly don't have one. I told myself as soon as I came back to uni after Easter that I'd start going to the gym early in the morning, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It does just depend how tired I am, what I've been doing the night before. But yeah, I really do not have a routine at the moment. I really, really desperately need to make one for myself for next year, just because I do need to up my game. So let's talk about my ideal routine. I would get up at 7, go to the gym, be back by 9. Obviously I won't be gymming for 2 hours, but I mean by the time I get there, by the time do my workout, stretch, cardio, all kind of stuff, then come back, shower, eat. 9 o'clock is when I start uni, or when I will start uni, and then work from like 9 until 5 with obviously breaks and lunch and all that kind of stuff, just so I can have the mornings and the evenings to myself. I think on Wednesdays I'll be filming my YouTube videos for the week. So yeah, that would probably be my ideal routine. Just getting the gym done early in the morning, because I found myself going later and later. Like yesterday, I think I was there until 10:30 or 11, which isn't bad, but I'd just rather be home before that. Emma asked, you're super confident. No, no. I talk all the time about how insecure I am about my skin. Obviously I have other insecurities as well. I used to blow quite a lot until I found out I was gluten intolerant, honey. Then I'm going in with a random blush. So yeah, that's interesting to talk about. I am gluten intolerant. Going off on a massive tangent, but I mean, don't we always? I didn't know, stupidly, that you could develop a food intolerance as you got older. Oh my god, I just threw that powder on the floor again. Nice. So I just started bloating really, really badly. And I put something on TikTok about it and it went like a little bit viral. And so many girls were like, get tested for food intolerances. And I was like, but I know I'm not. Then I was like, maybe I should. I've not actually been tested for it yet, but I've cut out gluten and my bloating has just stopped. Yeah, I look so much slimmer around my stomach. I feel better. I don't feel as like lethargic and slow and groggy and all that kind of stuff. If you feel like shit basically and you're bloating, etc., obviously there's so many other reasons that could go into it, but go to your GP and be like, aside from all the other obvious things you need to get done like blood tests, that kind of stuff, get your food allergies tested, because could be lactose intolerant, because that can develop as you get older as well. But yeah, going back to the actual assumption question, you're super confident. No, I'm not. I pretend to be. Fake it till you make it, all that kind of thing. I'm just going to be taking the powder from the browsings and just drawing like a few lines into my eyebrows. Okay, we are getting near the end of this get ready with me. Someone asked, how are you doing at the moment? And someone asked, are you happy? To a certain extent, yes. And I will elaborate once I've stuck my lashes on. So these are the Amber Rose lashes that I'm going to be using. I mean, you can't even see, so great. Obviously, as I said, uni's been a bit of a struggle recently. I struggle a lot in exam season. I work myself up quite a lot. I get myself stressed. I think I've spoken about it on my channel before. I have been depressed before. Am I fully recovered? No, but I mean, I'm okay, like I'm fine. It's not one of those things that you recover from that quickly / easily. I can't wait to be finished with summer. I can't wait to go on holiday. Got so many lovely things coming up that I'm very lucky about, very grateful for. But yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm happy-ish. I've just realised this is going to be one of the last videos you see in this room. I have a week and a half left here, and then I'm going home for a bit. Well, I'm going to Manchester and then going home, and then obviously I'll be going on holiday, and then I get the keys to the house after that with my girly friends. I've lost my tweezers as well, so sticking on eyelashes is a bloody mission. Okay, I'm back and my camera died. The final question is, what would I tell my younger self? Now, I don't want to be cliche and I don't want to say the same thing everyone else says, but I probably will. I'm just going to be applying some Lash Sensational mascara on. God, my hand was really spread there, like bloody hell. Okay, the first thing would be popularity in school means absolutely nothing. 2 would be stop trying to be the same as everyone else. There were some girls in my year, and if I could, I would have literally made myself the clone of them, and that's not healthy at all. Like, no hate to them obviously, and I still speak to lots of them now. I just really wanted to be them. It just meant that I shifted the focus away from myself, didn't focus on doing things that would actually benefit me, just focused on trying to be someone that I'm not. Which is why I think my gap year did the world of good for me, because I was away from the like school mentality and all that kind of stuff. And finally, I would say to accept myself sooner. Why it took so long for that, I will never know. Finally, I'm just going to be lining my lips with a L'Oreal pencil. I don't know the shade because... oh yes, I do. Bois de Rose. Cute little French interlude from me, wow. As you can see, I'm overlining my lips because I always bloody do. And then, as usual, using my unknown L'Oreal lipstick. I don't know what shade it is because it's literally all rubbed off. I almost forgot to put a little bit of highlighter on, honey. I'm just going to be using the Becca highlight. This is in Prosecco Pop. And there we have it. So this is how I will be doing my makeup on the 21st of June. Hopefully some inspo for you. Not like too heavy glam. Obviously the lashes make it glam, but I mean, it's me. To be honest, my makeup doesn't really change all that often, but I do think this way of doing my eyebrows has changed the game a little bit. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about my life for the last however long. I will see you in the next video. Bye.